We're so excited. We have our dating expert, Kimmy Seltzer, here with us this afternoon. Kimmy, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, as always.
We always get a lot of feedback from our viewers when you're on, just saying, I learned so much from her. So this is a topic that you brought to our attention. I had no idea, which means our viewers probably have no idea either. So let's tackle it, okay? We're gonna talk about love shields. This is what Kimmy calls them, okay? That can prevent people from finding their special someone. These are common in singles over 40. I'm over 40, I'm not single, but I know that a lot of our viewers are. So Kimmy, let's start with the first one. You call it with the I'm fine shield?
Yes, and you know, we all have shields that prevent us from finding love at all ages, but I find when you're a later dater after 40 that these are the common ones that I see. And the I'm fine shield is, these are people who have been independent, single for a long time, and when you ask them, but don't you want somebody in your life? They say, oh, I'm fine. You know, it's almost as if they're protecting themselves from getting hurt, and they've kind of settled into their ways. And they kind of like are calculated with things. Like they don't really believe that somebody could like be in their lives, and they always find something wrong with somebody. So they're perfectly fine just by themselves.
Okay, so we're gonna go through some of these other shields, and then you're gonna have some takeaways for people that might be watching going, wait, that's me.
Yeah.
So what about the over-analyzing shield? I feel like that would be me.
And why do you say that, Sam? Let's analyze this for a little bit.
I analyze everything. Okay.
Yeah, well, these are the people who rule by logic rather than their heart and their feelings.
Okay.
And so they have a list yay long of all the qualifications that the person must have. And if there's one thing that's off, they swipe left or they dismiss them. And really what's on the list are things that maybe they didn't have in their previous relationship or they got hurt from. And so they're looking and they're nitpicking every single thing. And again, like, chemistry cannot be calculated. It's something that's felt. And so then they get frustrated. It's like, oh, well, I don't feel the chemistry with anybody. But they're too logical about it.
And then you can not have that chemistry because you swiped it away. So,
correct.
Okay, so there's the guarded heart shield. I know people that have the guarded heart shield. How do we break through to them?
Yeah, and if you're a woman, I call her the dame. It's like the female knight that has the armor on so thick that you can't make a dent in it. And usually these people have had very traumatic relationships. They've been hurt, abused, and so they carry that protection shield around them. But what happens is they keep everyone at an arm's distance so that they can't really get close, and emotional intimacy is really, really hard for them.
Right, I can only imagine. The time is ticking shield, you call it?
Time is ticking. Now, this is a different time bomb than like people in their 20s and 30s who have the biological clock ticking. These, for later daters, are ones of sense of age. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm so old, I have to find someone. So they're very outcome driven. They're so focused on getting the boyfriend, getting the girlfriend, that they're losing the connection and what's right there in front of them and getting to know themselves in the process.
Wow, I feel like that one a lot of people can relate to. So to any of our viewers that are watching right now and they go, I was definitely one of those, what advice would you give someone to kind of unshield themselves so they can get out there and finally find the connection that you deserve?
Yeah, well, start small and stay present. And I know that sounds like, you know, kind of woo-woo, but really what I believe is dating is a skill. And people focus on the man and the woman, but when you focus on the skills and the things that you need to do to nourish yourself, to actually learn about yourself, you'll actually find the one later on. This is a marathon, and you can't race to the finish line. You have to exercise those muscles so that you get to the finish line.
And say that first part again, start small and present.
Start small and stay present.
And stay present, okay? Start small, stay present. You deserve the love too. Kimmy Seltzer, we love her. Thank you so much, Kimmy.